bada boom. But it's one of the goddamn rooms, Miss Worldwide. Let's get no. It's Thabreakmaster, and we're here today to do some more seasonal talk. So this time around, we switching it up a little bit. We're gonna be talking about the best openings of this season. We're gonna be talking about that, plus, of course, all the other animes and all that good stuff. You already know the goddamn deal. Let's just go ahead and hit the goddamn intro. Let's just do that. Yo, Tab, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. You're the number one pupil right now, man. You in here. Well, of course, we're going to do the usual, talk about the anime, but we also got the top fives we're going to be talking about as well. When it comes to the anime openings and everything. So I think what I kind of want to do, I was trying to set up something, but it wasn't working out. So I'm just going to do it the more jank way for the time being. Let us go ahead and start talking about the top 5 best openings of this season so far, because honestly, this season has really good openings. There's actually quite a bit of them. I can make a top 10 even, but I decided to do top 5 to try to narrow it down and make it more niche and stuff like that. These picks might be controversial as well. I know one in particular, that I did not put on the list. It's an honorable mention, but I didn't put it on the list, and, people might get upset with me on this. They might get upset with me. I understand, all right? The best opening for manga is Kagurabachi. Hey, look, if only we had an opening for this. I want to know what Kagurabachi would sound like, all right? I need that in my life, but we're going to start from top 5 and go down from there. So that's like the idea anyways. So like I said, we're going to kind of choose through the gauntlet here. So the first opening, or no, number 5, when it comes to the top 5 anime openings of this season, it'll actually go to, if I can find it, I watch so many goddamn animes. Give me a second. Boom, there it is. Ugly Mug, Epic Fighter. I talked about this just yesterday on my stream. So y'all see besides the Thabreakmaster if you want to know. But I talked about this anime on here, right? And I was saying how good this opening actually is, and rewatching it a few times, I understand even why I put this on the list at top 5, right? At number 5, because it's deserving. It has a really cool sound. It has a sound similar to shows like back in like the 2000s, right? Like I kind of like that sound, but it's like kind of updated at the same time. But it has this type of like reminiscence, like opening to like Kolyoko, right? Shows like that. Like it fits the theme very well to what the show actually is conveying to us. So that's like the first thing. When you want to get the feel of the show with your opening, that's how you do it. You do it like that. It's perfect, actually, right? So there's that element, but it's not only just the song that is good, but it's also the visuals. So when I'm doing the top 5 best anime openings, it's not just purely the song, because if it was just purely the song, Creepy Nuts probably number 1, right? Like that's the easiest thing you could always end up doing. Creepy Nuts makes great music, but it's not always the best opening simply because the visuals have to match that too. And I think with Ugly Mug Epic Fighter, the visuals for the opening fit very well, and they do a very good job at conveying pretty much everything this is happening this season. If you really look at this opening, especially as you continue watching the show, you're pretty much going to understand everything you're seeing in the series in this one opening. And that's a good thing to do. So it's like, it's in a way spoiling you, but you don't know you're getting spoiled, because it's just like, it's there, but you don't know the context behind it. But it does a good job at showing that there's gonna be other areas that they're gonna be into. There's gonna be other villains that we're gonna be running into. We even see the chick when it comes to Ugly Mug. His latest episode, we know about this chick here, and she's also a guy. But we even see her in the opening as well. So there's a lot that's like in this one opening, and it does a really good job at showing who all the cast of characters are and how they come together and how they're working together, right? So I think for number 5, Ugly Mug really outshowed itself when it comes to this opening. I have to admit. So that's why it's number 5. Well, for Ugly Mug, the opening could have easily gone to Thabreakmaster back in the day. Exactly, right? That's what I'm saying, because like if it fits within like the theme of what the series is, this opening can kind of fit in that type of like block, but this show kind of has that same type of feeling. And that's what you're trying to do. Anytime you make an opening, any opening that comes out, right? The main thing that they got to do is actually try to match what the show is. Sometimes just because a song is good doesn't mean the opening's good. because it has to match the visuals. If it's not doing that, or match the theme or the vibe of what the show is giving you, if it's not doing that, then it fails as an opening. Even if the song's good. I'm just being honest, all right? I'm just being honest. So, what is number 4 on the list when it comes to best anime openings? And actually, weirdly enough, I don't think I have a picture for this one. No, I don't have a picture for this one. So I'll bring this down to like show that I don't have it because I'm not currently reviewing it. So there's no picture for it, unfortunately. But it's actually Water Magician. Again, I mean, we all know how great like the music is for Water Magician, right? The freaking opening is fantastic just by itself, just from sonically when you're listening to it. But obviously the visuals really take centerfold when it comes to this opening. And it also kind of does something similar to what Ugly Mug does when it comes to its opening, with how it tries to convey information without really spoiling anything either. But again, visuals are top notch, some of the best, if not the best, you see in openings here. So Water Magician really deserves number 4 in this spot because it just really hits on all cylinders with that. And also, again, the theme song does work very well with the show as well. So it's doing it. It's doing it. And welcome in. Everything about the opening is amazing except what follows. Exactly. What Ghosts have said actually is very true. Water Magician, everything about the opening is amazing except what follows episodes of Water Magician. Because like when you start watching the show, it's like it's kind of a bit of a letdown. But look, if you have a really banger opening, it makes you want to keep trying to watch it and try to not give up on it, all right? But he's completely not wrong. He's actually factual on this one, unfortunately, all right? Show's not terrible, but it's not the best either, all right? But the opening's fantastic, and it deserves a number 4 spot here with my personal list of the top 5 best openings of this season, all right? I just want to clarify. I think this is my personal list. What is your list for your top 5? I'm very curious if you actually took the time to think about it. And as we continue on to this the stream here, I'd like to know if you thought about what your top 5 openings are. I want to know. Situation, amazing opening, man. Show exactly. I've seen some shows that have like fantastic openings, and it's just like, what happened? Why is the show so bad? It's like I want to watch it, but the show is so bad I can't do it. I can't do it. But what is number 3? What is number 3? We're coming down. We're in the middle now. And I'm pretty sure everybody's probably asking, where's Mirage at? Where's Mirage at? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's not number 3. This might actually make Anna happy. Because number 3, I have a picture for this one. And I think... Oh, wait, maybe that's why. Is someone broken? Is it broken again? I just realized something. But number 3 is Betrothal of My Sister's Ex. All right. Look, this one right here, number 3. I've been freaking hyping this thing up. This freaking opening's freaking fantastic. God dang it! I freaking mess with it a lot. All right, this is great. The song is freaking great. Again, it fits perfectly with the show. Like you can't get any better when it comes sonically. When it comes to fitting what the theme of the show is, and it hits it down to a T, and knows exactly what it's doing. Visuals are also on point ultimately with this show as well when it comes to again. Similar to Ugly Mug, it does that same like type of like setup, which most openings tend to do. Some like to veer off a little bit and kind of just have some filler or some fluff in there at times, right? Or it'll just be like one where it'll just be like a subject matter and just kind of hyper focus on that and don't give you anything else after the fact. But those openings tend to not be the best in that sense because you're not really getting a bunch of information out of it, unfortunately. This, I feel like, does a pretty good job ultimately when it comes to its opening, very similar to Ugly Mug here, but again, the song is superior in the sense of like how it just really fits 100% to this goddamn show. So Betrothed, right? I mess with this. This is top 3 right here. All right, this is number 3. I'm asking about Mirage because I don't know what it is. Oh, it's the one with Creepy Nuts. You know, over the down, freaking around, Necromanco. You were reverse. I forgot to watch this reaction. Hey, wait, you forgot? Oh, come on, Ghost Town. What happened, bro? Where's Dr. Stone open? Now how dare you? How dare you, Zaya? Get the stone out of here. All right, get the stone out of here. Welcome in. So let's go on to what is number 2. We're almost there to number 1. What is number 2 from this season? And honestly, it was hard it was between this number 2 and number 1. I was switching back and forth on them because I didn't know where I want to put it. But I think I settled on one where it deserves to be at number 2 at least. But it could easily be number 1 as well. So that one is currently going to be, if I can find the goddamn image, The Summer Hikaru Died. This is number 2. This, again, is another one of those ones where visually, the visuals are creative. So this is what makes this even better than like what Ugly Mug does, where it's a very simple opening where it kind of gives you all the information you need, right? This one kind of does something very similar to that, but it's also very just out there, very, very unique, very stylistic, and I like that a lot. And then with the type of just sound that it's kind of going for, where it's the summertime, kiss me now, and I say, like it tries to bring you into the world more so than just a simple bop, right? It's trying to convey that this is not just a simple series that you're trying to watch right now, right? And it kind of gets you into the mood of what this show is trying to bring, which is a lot of mystery, death, and just potential relationships. For all we know, yeah, I don't know, but The Summer Hikaru Died. This is it right here. Like, this is one of those like really good openings that I never skip. It's a bop. It hits all the time. It's very unique, mind you, as well, when it comes to what the sound is for the opening as well. Because, you know, a lot of the times you also get openings where they can be very, very samey. Like, you've heard it's like that type of sound before pretty easily. This one I feel like kind of steps out of that box just a little bit, and it kind of becomes its own in that sense too. So for the uniqueness value that this opening does, not just from the sound of it, not just from the sound, but also from the visuals, this is why it's at number 2, because it does a lot, and people might not even realize just how much this opening actually does for this show, and how it actually sets up that theme and the feel of what we're going to get into every episode. So, look, the show good. This opening good. You should listen to it, all right? Including openings for shows that are continuing this season. Yes, we are. Don't forget Yaoi. I mean, that's true. I don't mention Silent Witch opening. Look, we're gonna get to honorable mentions actually right now. So there are some honorable mentions within the list that I do have. Silent Witch is actually being one of them. That is a very good opening. It does work really well within the series here. So Silent Witch definitely does deserve to be somewhere on the list. If I was doing a top 10, it would probably be on the top 10 easily. Also, Creepy Nuts, Call by the Night, that's an honorable mention. Yeah, that's an honorable mention. The only reason it's not in the top 5, because I had to rewatch this opening a few times, actually. If I'm being honest with you, I took a second, because I didn't know if I was going to put it on the list or not. Because, again, I love Creepy Nuts. I love the sound of it, right? I love this Afro beat that the Creepy Nuts is deciding to do for this. It does actually fit within the themes of Call by the Night. It kind of gets into that nighttime feel, groovy jazz type of situation. Though the show isn't always like that, though, which is why I dock a point for it, because it doesn't always feel like that, unfortunately. And not only that, one of the weakest points about the opening, not from the song's fine, is actually the visuals. The reason why it's not top 5 is because the visuals don't really stand amongst anything, right? It's not like it's not telling something, but it doesn't really give you much when it comes to what the visuals are trying to convey within this series, at least for season 2, mind you. And there are shows season 2 wise that do a better job at visually, that's giving you more information than what unfortunately Call by the Night is giving you. But that's also could be something more so on the lines of the fact that Call by the Night as a series isn't really that deep of a series, mind you. So I think maybe that could be something that's kind of hinders it a little bit. Because like this is one of those openings that have like some filler moments, like in there basically. Not everything is as important as the other scenes that you're seeing. So that's why it's not in the top 5. That's the only reason. But again, song's fine. Opening feel like a follow up of first opening, not its own song. That's honestly not a bad that's not a bad assumption or connection that you're making here, because I kind of see what you mean, because that's kind of like what I was trying to say. Like, I feel like the opening, at least visually, could have done more, but it decided not to. But Call by Night is an honorable mention because it does deserve to be called. And another one that's an honorable mention, I do want to throw this out here because I was thinking about it. They really stepped it up this time around. And that is Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto Days actually has a really good opening, and visually it actually works really well with the show. Like, they really stepped it up this time around versus that first opening. That first opening is freaking, like, it sounds okay. I'm not gonna say that like sonically it sounds bad, but it's okay. Visually it's terrible. Like, I don't know what happened exactly. This time around, they stepped it up with season 2 in general has been a step up from what season 1 was. And I'm glad to see that. So I wanted to mention Sakamoto Days because that's a good opening, and visually speaking too, it does a pretty good job as well. I just didn't put it on a list on top 5 because, I mean, it's still not up there from the ones we do have on the top 5 list here. So Sakamoto Days, you in there, you honorable mention. But number one, when it comes down to what is number 1 this season of the best openings, I have to only give it to one. And maybe this is already kind of predictable. It's possible. And that is Don. All right. I've said this before, and I'll even say it again. Put it on record. I do truly believe that this might be a better opening than even the first opening. And that's because it's not necessarily because of the song. It's because of its visuals. The visuals really tell you about the connection that Ayase and Okurun are actually having, and how his world is turning upside down, where it's becoming more colorful because of Ayase's being inside of it, right? Like, there's just so much information being conveyed as you continue watching all the scenes within the opening here, and the opening does a good job again of kind of highlighting what's to come as well within the show. Like, it's literally one of the best, if not the best opening, which is why I put it at number 1. Like, it's one of the best openings that I've seen in a minute. Like, it does a really good job with everything that you need. And not even just talking about the visuals, the soundtrack, the sonically, I mean, like, what it sounds like, it hits on all cylinders. It fits perfectly with what we got going on currently within the show, especially considering that with their relationship growing even stronger, because I've seen these last couple episodes, like Ayase and Okurun, they're literally flirting with each other, holding hands and other things like that. There's a lot going on now that the relationship's actually progressing at an interesting rate, mind you. You don't typically see this in like anime a lot of the time. They like to be playing around too much. They're not playing around a lot, and it's nice to see. And like, I feel like the opening conveys that very well. So you couldn't get a better opening for this show and for this season. So therefore, my number 1 is Don. I had to do it. I know it's probably predictable. I know it's probably lazy. I'm sorry, all right? I can't. I love that I love that thing. I listen to it all the time. I watch it all the time. It's freaking great. God dang it. Sorry. Knew it. Shut up, man. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. These days, gets honorable mention of a funniest opening. Funny enough, I haven't seen it, so I need to actually watch that. First opening has better music. Second opening feels incredible in terms of choreography. When you don't see people throwing the title at people. Like, yeah, exactly. I don't know if I would say it has better music though. I could debate you and say that I think the second opening might be better sonically. At least, I don't know. For me, I feel like it does. Just a bit. I feel like it's a step up in general from sound to visuals. Like, they just stepped it up here. But I mean, hey, to each their own with this, right? For the first one, music wise, I do agree on the visuals. Like I said, to each their own with that. I don't know, because like it's hard because again, it's creepy nuts, right? Like that opening is great. Like, I can't hate on it. Like it like Don's openings are always freaking. It's just surprised me that we had another opening that is as good as this is, right? Typically, as shows go on, the openings can be like, they can go back and forth. They're not always going to be on a high level. And I just feel like this kind of still grabbed that high level, that high bar that it had, and kept pushing it. And it somehow did it again, right? Like, I don't know how they did it, but they did. Like, this is quite impressive. You know, into some advances 2 steps at the beginning of the stage. Yeah, exactly. Yes, Ghost Tab. This is why I'm like, it's weird to actually see true progression through, especially in anime when it comes to relationships. Especially, again, this is a shonen anime, mind you. I want to throw that out here. I want to clarify. This is what makes this even like more like shocking, is the fact that this is a shonen anime. This is not a romance show. This ain't freaking Nesekoi. You know what I'm saying? This ain't freaking Rent a Girlfriend. where it takes forever, and then it's like super obvious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's obvious these two like each other and they're gonna get together at some point, hopefully, right? But it's like, I like the fact that there's actual progression going on. We're not just playing around and going back and forth, and I don't know what's happening. You know, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of these animes doing this crap. God dang it! And if you're gonna put romance in it, do not make it a long series. I don't need to watch 5 seasons of you freaking. Do I love her or do I don't? I'm gonna uppercut you. God dang it! Make a decision. Sorry. Welcome in, Dubs. Welcome in. Went off the season for being so I'm interested to see these takes. Well, right now we're talking about the top 5 favorite openings of my favorite openings, and Don Don is my number 1. If you want to know what the list is, I'll do a quick run through since I haven't done it yet. Number 1 is Don Don season 2. Number 2 is Summer Hikaru Died. Number 3 is Betrayal of My Sister's Ex. Number 4 is Water Magician, and number 5 is Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. Those are my top 5 for this season, and like I said, I always listen to them. They're always on rotation. They're great openings, and I mess with them. You know, it took the entire manga to become friends, and I mean, that's fair. Well, to be fair, you know, there was a breaking off point at least, right? They weren't just still teasing in that sense, because it'd be different if there's a lot of teasing going on, because it has happened. It has happened. Like, I'm tired of this, man. But let us now go into the discussionary portion of all the shows that we've been watching here. So we'll start off actually with Don and Don, since it's already on the screen. This week's episode of Don and Don, it was good. It was pretty good. I liked it. Evil Eye is very bootleg. I mean, I expected as much, but Okuran had a really good idea. He was smart in thinking, oh, Evil Eye's kind of childish, so why not I try to like mess with his like childlike nature and become like his fighting buddy? And that's pretty much what he did. He said, you know what? Every week, you and I are gonna freaking spar and fight together, all right? And you're gonna see we're gonna test our strength to see how strong we are, all right? If you can overtake me, then it is what it is, but it ain't gonna happen. All right, because Okuran said, I'm gonna beat you down. I'm gonna beat the brakes off you all the time. So this actually, in a way, allows Okuran to be able to constantly train and to gain more strength and to keep Evil Eye at bay. This is such a smart idea. Like, Okuran, you were thinking, and he was successful at doing so. He actually beat Evil Eye. This man actually did it. And so because of this, Evil Eye is now subdued in the sense of like he won't actually just go out and start trying to kill people. He's actually just keeping himself kind of calm. And so he does reveal himself at school. But it's like a bootleg. It's like out here drinking juice. He's like, dang, this juice is good. I need more of this. It's like a what? And he's like, yeah, I want to kill humanity. And it, like, you know, it ain't really helping. And the funny thing is too, you gotta remember, unless you can see spirits, all people outside of like ISA, right? Like them, ISA sees Evil Eye, right? No one else can see Evil Eye. So they just see Gigi. And Gigi just gets up, I want to kill all humanity. Like, really think about that. Like, that's why I was like, why is Gigi acting like this? He don't talk like this. What's going on here? But they don't know that that's not Gigi. They don't know. So, yeah, we're going to see a lot of his personality. Yeah, he's very childish. But this actually is very good, too, to allow him to be out like he is, because it allows him to learn about what the world is like now, right? And he might actually find, like, some level of peace in some way and actual fun times within the world that they're currently living in. And he might not even want to fight like that anymore as he currently lives in this state of world, if you really think about it. Because before this, what was he doing? Man was locked up the entire time. He doesn't know anything. So the fact that he even has just freedom to just walk around, that is a big step for him. So outside of even just Okuran fighting him every week, that might go away just for the fact that he might just like living. He might actually like to be in this world. And he would never got to have this opportunity if it wasn't for Gigi. So, yeah, this is really good. I like this episode a lot. I like seeing Evil Eye's personality and seeing where this is going to end up going here. They got their house fixed, by the way, too. Yeah, Nano Machine, son. Yeah, so it was nice. I like it. Put Evil Eye in Blue Lock. Hey, you know what? That's not even a bad idea. Look, I know he'll be animated well. God dang it. Oh, Gigi out if there is but yeah, he is a wacky personality type person. So even if he is talking out of line like that, it's not so out of the ordinary. Which again, I'm glad you brought that up, Ghost Tab. That's such good character writing that you don't even realize that the subtlety's there, right? So because like, you know, people on the outside looking in the situation, they can only see Gigi. But even though Gigi's a very weird dude, so like I know he wants to kill humanity, right? Like, why would he say this? But it's not so out of the ordinary that they wouldn't just like sidestep it, right? Like that actually makes sense why they sidestep what he's saying, because Gigi just be doing stuff sometimes. That's just what he does. So again, that's really good character writing just off that fact alone. That's why this show's really good. Again, character writing is on point with this series. It's so freaking good, and it has yet to fail. Also wanted to bring up next week's episode. Apparently, I don't know why there's hype around this guy, but there's a new character about to be shown here. We saw a little tidbit of him at the end of this episode, but yeah, what's the dude's name? Because everybody keeps talking about this guy. I saw there's like a trailer for him for some reason. All I know is Bryce Papenbrook, the man that plays Eren Yeager and Inosuke, he's playing this guy, and we'll see how that goes. All right. We'll see how this goes. People are already like, I don't know how I feel about this voice, but I feel like it works from the little bit I heard. So we'll just give it a shot, all right? That's for a dude steals a show. Is he really that good? Because I don't understand. Why does he get a whole trailer by himself? So I was just like, what is going on with this guy? I am very curious about what's going on here. You like the Minecraft alien? Yes. Yes, I do. It was so weird and kind of like, because the animation doesn't really fit within the show, but it's like, I had to accept it. Okay, I had to accept it. You'll see. Okay, all right, bet. Nanotech is back. Nanomachine, son. Metal Gear Rising, baby. But no, this is great. Like, is this anime of the week though? We'll find out. We're still doing that, but I will say there is a clear winner. There is a clear winner this week when it comes to anime of the week. I'm just gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you what show it is yet, but it was so easy. It was the easiest. This was the easiest week. I was shocked at how easy this was. But let us continue. All right, Clevitis. We're here again. This show good. It's doing this thing. I'm trying to remember everything that actually happened here, because I didn't prep myself this time around, unfortunately. So I'm trying to put all my memories together with this. From what I just remembered watching here with this episode. Yeah, if I remember, Clevitis is actually going to the Forge. Is what's happening here. And look, see, my thing is, they're gonna have to fight Drell. They're gonna have to fight the guy, and I don't know if Claire is ready for this. I mean, she has her freaking her weapon, right? She has the sword as we're seeing in this picture, right? But Drell's a monster, bro. And he's backed by one of these freaking 3 other demons, right? So like, but I don't know how she's gonna handle this. That dude is on a different level. She was struggling beforehand with other suckers, but she hadn't had a sword at the same time. So now that she has a sword, I don't know. It's like up in the air. But she wants revenge. She wants revenge for her father. She wants to kill Drell. So maybe that anger, let that anger flow, is gonna be the thing that's gonna allow her to win. Potentially. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like she might actually take an L here. She doesn't have to win to have the plot still progress, because Clevitis already is getting inside the Forge. He took out the guards out over there. He has the baby touched the freaking the little pad thing that recognizes DNA, and they're getting in there. So like, if Clevitis can get everything he needs out of the Forge at that time, I don't even think she has to even beat Drell, is the thing here. So, look, well, we'll see. And yeah, the wet nurse, she got that troll strength, because yeah, he did actually use body parts and stuff like that from the troll, which is why she has super strength. So she's not just a regular caretaker. She can literally rip your head apart. All right, so you better watch out. Don't mess with her, god dang it. Some classic science horror animation. You have it here. They are dropping their from the roots because it's a jump show. Oh yeah, they're really not doing that, Dubs. Like I said, that crap was it was so like out there. I was like, what are we doing here? The show is constantly good. Claire fights Grell and pink hair. Mama tries to use the hammer. Hey, look, we're gonna see it. I mean, she tried that pink haired mama. I mean, she tried. I don't know if she actually hit the. I don't know if she hit the sword or not, because they didn't really they didn't show whether or not she actually. Because if she did, his sword actually would be weakened, and that would be a good thing. So Claire can actually get in there and actually potentially win. But even then, it's like, even if she, unless that sword can like take out his dark ichor, I don't know if that's gonna be enough to defeat him, because he seems like he's very similar to Claire in the sense that he don't really have an actual body like that at this point. Like he's not He's not human. This is like a gong, bro. So I don't know how we're supposed to beat this guy exactly. So we'll see how it goes. Sorry, I can't endorse that. What? I'm not. No one's hating on it. What are you talking about? Getting into a covetous, going to support. Yeah, exactly. Alex, I see you, Claire. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Alicia. I don't know why I got Claire as a name. Look. Put Alicia every time I said Claire, and we'll be good. All right, there it is. All right, boom. Like I said, I'm not doing this with any notes. I usually have some notes somewhere. I have nothing right now. So that's sword turn. Sword crack. Drill retreat. You think he'll retreat though? I don't know. It's McLaren is saying like, you stupid. Sorry, please. And I'm gonna fight you, goddamn. So you about to be on the hands list, goddamn. But this was a good episode overall. Like I did like this. The show is progressing very well. Like, look, it's good. Also, I want to just say this right now too. Next week we're gonna be doing top 5 anime endings this time around. So be on the lookout for that. Make your list as well. I would love to know what your list is of anime endings, because I'm just gonna tell you right now, Clevitus is in the top 5. Is it number 1? We'll find out. All right, we'll find out. But let us continue on to the next goddamn show. It's already, yeah. Well, there it is. God dang it. Keep confusing Alicia with Claire from Claymore's Claire. Yeah, look, I don't know where Claire came from. It just came to the top of the dome, and I thought I had it, but I didn't. So it's just let's just ignore that. All right. I've been saying Alicia the entire time. All right. But now we got Apocalypse Bringer. This is actually this is a very good episode. I didn't see this coming. Like, this is a lot better than I anticipated. So they went over to the area that they're partnering with, so they can, scout the area, see what's going on, how they live in they city, in their town, their fortress, right? They're trying to see how they operate, basically, right? So they got the two children that they have. Like, it's still kind of weird that they brought them out of all people, but they brought the 2 children there, right? That's by the king's hand, right? You know what I'm saying? Left and right hand, those are the chicks right there. So they brought her, and also so they're supposed to be healers, but I mean they're the they're not doctors like you think they are. All right. They're kind of bad. They're kind of evil. But I mean, that makes sense, because I mean, the place is supposed to be evil and all that. So yeah, but like, this suckers they're on another level. I didn't see that coming. All right. They're plague doctors. There are 3 plague doctors. And what they do in this episode, it's kind of disturbing. That's why I can explain it. You got this dude that's in that city and everything, and he's kind of doing some backwater type of like situations. Like he ain't helping the situation in the city right now, and he sees that people are kind of suffering, and he's pretty much the cause of it. So after they got done with their little tour and they saw all that, the guy comes in, he's like, "Oh, I got an offer. Like, are you gonna accept my offer of doing whatever?" It don't even matter what he was trying to do, all right, because he dead. So the plague doctors, they stepped up and they said, "All right, you been a problem. We gonna take you out." And they had to make sure they asked the mayor, like, "Hey, the mayor, hey, can we just take them out, because they kind of trash?" And he said, "Go ahead." Looks like it was freaking war. All 3 of them dudes skinned. They skinned the dudes and then put it on them. They said, "Oh, we're closer to humans now." Yeah, it's like, brother. Like, even like once they took off their freaking plague doctor mask, I was like, oh, y'all look bad. Oh, you guys are terrible. I was like, what are we doing? So yeah, I didn't see that coming. I wasn't prepared for this, like, this monstrosity of evil, of characters that were here. I was like, well, what is happening? So they're bad. They're very strong too, and they're bad. It's weird because you want to like root for the the main character and all, but like, you guys are like, this, that was kind of unnecessary. All right, like that was not, you didn't have to do all that. Like, I feel like y'all kind of enjoy killing. Like, the more I keep seeing, like, these little, like, situations, and like we saw, I told not that long ago, freaking say, "Oh, I'm gonna kill your whole family," and this and that. Now she ain't gonna do it, but like the fact that she was like entertaining these thoughts and just breaking this man down, and she was kind of going crazy herself a little bit. She was looked like she was enjoying herself just a little too much. Like, they're kind of unhinged. It's kind of hard to want to like root for them necessarily. And after this episode, I'm just like, what? What are we doing? They're only evil with when provoked. I mean, I understand. I understand that. But what does it take for them to, like, let's say they just do evil deeds without being provoked? Like, you already know there's a line, right? And that line can easily be crossed over. It's like Light Yagami, right? You think Light Yagami, people always want to use him as like the main character of like, oh, he could be of justice, but then he kind of fell down to that other ladder. But, his righteousness in the beginning, he had the right mind for it potentially, right? But no, he ended up, being very self-serving. And this could easily happen to this king. Like, he's very nonchalant about everything. So it's one of those situations where as he goes on through, like, not even that, actually. Take a step back. Is he even bad? Like, you just saw the plague doctors wear people's skin. Can he do the same thing? Would he do the same thing? Like, these are questions I actually have to ask about this dude. Like, does he understand the atrocities that he's actually bringing? Because I feel like he doesn't. Remember, he was isekai into this world, and he was just playing a game. This is not a game. Like, you know what I mean? So I do wonder, like, where his mindset actually is and where it lies. Because that's more so what's going to be the deciding factor, whether or not he's going to go down that path of just pure evil or not. And I know he keeps talking about, being evil is also peaceful and yada yada, but that can easily change. And that's all I'm saying. Like, this is one of those things where I keep that in the back of my mind just in case. But this is what makes this show very interesting, because of how the main character is right now and how all his subordinates around him, they're kind of weird. There's something wrong with them, right? And he's talking about all these people that he had back in the game and all that stuff. And he's trying to bring them into this world. They're all bad. So I do wonder where this goes and how far this will even go when it comes to the atrocities that he's actually bringing forth into this world. So keep this stuff in mind, all right? Keep this stuff in mind. Medieval doctor, where they amputate everybody on this pretty freaking much. That's what it is. That's what it is. And became an anti-drug episode out of nowhere. Exactly. The next fun. They are funny until they weren't. Okay. So I'm gonna bring her more pissed than I. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was better than I anticipated. I went to it, so I'm like, oh, it's gonna be another good episode or another decent episode. This is way better than I thought. It's probably their best episode so far, because it really just took me for a loop. I was not expecting this, so this was really good. Like, keep this quality up, Apollo's Bringer. And again, I think I like isekais. You see, I can't say I hate isekais anymore, because I like 2 isekais so far in this season alone, because they're doing a good thing. They're doing some good stuff right now. So you know what? If you keep me this kind of quality, I will never say I hate isekais ever again. Okay? Just keep that up. I love a Temu Overlord. Hey, the Temu power can work sometimes. Sometimes Temu has some good quality items. And this is one of them. All right, let's keep this thing going, god dang it. Which watch? If I'm being honest, I mean, it's just another fun episode. I don't know. I'm trying to remember everything even happened within this episode. I felt like, because this one felt like, I won't say I felt like it felt like nothing, but like it was just kind of all right. Never ending story is isekai and is dope as fuck. Oh really? So, second part was definitely stronger. Yeah, second part was, but like, I already kind of forgot -2 seconds. Right? This one really didn't hit that much for me. I'm not even saying like it's the worst episode out of the season. It's just, again, this is one of those shows where some episodes can be really good, and there's other episodes where it's just kind of there, right? How the vampire is. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Well, see, I had an issue with. Now I remember. Yeah, because we had an issue with this. Because, okay, thank you for reminding me. Because I'm trying to remember like everything that happened here. So I'm like, what was the problem with this episode? Because there was an issue I had with it. Well, yeah, the second part. I mean, that was a little bit funnier. The freaking. Yeah, the gender bit stuff, which is like, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I mean again, that's like it's kind of a nothing thing because they kind of got reverted back to just square one basically. But the Mahiru thing. So remember, there was like this whole situation with Mahiru where he can't be in the sun, and if he's out and about, he needs to at least have an umbrella so he can block the sun rays and all that stuff, right? That's the whole point. For some reason, in this episode, it's like non-existent. They like completely forgot that was a thing, and he's just out here walking around like, unless something was stated otherwise, I don't know why he was able to do that. I mean, it's not the biggest deal, but at the same time, I couldn't help but notice that it was there, and it was bothering me the entire time. So I was like, why? What's going on here? Like, what? You know, she's one of those 100-episode shows where it's just chilling. Yeah, just pretty much, that's literally what it is. And you know what's funny? I do compare this show to like Gintama. And Gintama is exactly that. It's a show that just has a bunch of just random like gags and it's hilarious and yada yada. But I think there's a law of diminishing returns that happen with shows like this. You can only do this type of setup for so long and not get too much of a payback. Like, great example is not even just Gintama, but something that's kind of like in a different genre a little bit, but it kind of works here, is Spy Family. Spy Family has a plot, and that plot could go further, but the author decides to do something else entirely and gives you all this other like random stuff that's supposed to be funny and, you know, comical within those characters, and it kind of resets everything a lot of the times with certain episodes, right? Like, it's kind of episodic in that sense. Witchwatch is literally in that same bracket, and I feel like this could become one of those shows where I don't know I don't know how long the show is. Like, if this show is one of those like 26 episode shows and cool, but I do hope it actually ends the thing here, right? I don't want this to like be like a long continuous type of something, or I don't want this to be a really long series because I don't think this show does, like, I won't say deserves. I don't think the show should go that long. Is my thing, given the structure of what we have here, especially with how the plot is progressing within the show, which is not really by much, unfortunately, right? And that's why I have a problem with Spy Family, because Spy Family has a great plot that's there, but it's never really progressed, or if it is, it's very minimal, and we don't really go anywhere. I just hope Witchwatch isn't in that same bracket of just barely going anywhere with this plot. So, not saying this was a bad episode, but this is one of those things where it's just like I wasn't really feeling it that much. It was all right for the most part, but that's all I can say. He's a Twilight vampire, I guess. God. Made me laugh when he said he was like Jekyll and Hyde, and Mario replied, "That is exactly like Jekyll and Hyde, exactly." Becoming an honorary student council member with a backdrop was the best part of the first part of the episode. Gender bit was way better. I mean, gender was better. Like I said, I did laugh at that a few times. It was good. I mean, I don't know why they got into the role so well, but I mean, that's besides the point. We're gonna ignore that. Freaking getting flashed. Like, sucker, what are you doing? You just brought down the whole freaking YouTube page. You can't be doing that. You'll never make another video ever again. So I do wonder if he's still gonna be able to do that. But I don't know. This is an okay episode for Witchwatch. I thought it was all right. Let us move on to the next show, which I guess we're back here. We're back here again. We're back at Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. All right. What can I say? This is good. We have a clear direction now of what we are running ourselves into in the show. I always asked myself as the show was going, I was like, where does the show go here when it comes to its plot? Because I was unsure. Like, I mean, obviously, you know, we got the hero, Aldi, you know, that's where he gets stuck over there. You have him, he wants to become like pretty much like the king here, right? Like that's the idea anyways, the Ugly Mug wants for him and all that. So like that could have easily been like the plot itself, but no, there's actually another overarching theme. We have a nemesis. And it's quite interesting because now that girl brings a lot of questions to the table now. And it sucks because we really needed that girl that can see the special notes. If she was there, she could be able to find what her weakness was. But the fact that she wasn't there, we don't know what's going on with her. Because obviously she did something, she gave away something to gain the power of a god. As we know when it comes to Ugly Mug, he foregoed being able to touch women, like at all. Like it literally cause him, he'll die basically if that happens. Thank God that girl didn't actually touch him. This is the problem here. The fact that this is the freaking chick, and she is the nemesis. She is the Sasuke to Naruto. Like this is the problem. This is not good for him because he can't fight her unless he's like in full armor or something. Like that's like the best he can do because this is the worst situation for Ugly Mug here, right? But we know what happened to him. He also can't have sex, obviously, right? So like there's a lot of restrictions that he put on himself, which allowed him to be the way he is as a god, and he's ugly, right? So there's also that. So I do wonder what it is that she gave that allowed her to become a god, because I don't know what it is, but they do explain that you do need to give up something of substantial use here to be able to get to this level of a god. So I'm curious what it is, because I know it's gonna be a major weakness for her. If it's not looks or potentially like maybe sex, I don't know. Maybe it could be that, because I mean, who knows? Who knows? But so far, exactly. Alden! Karina said she had to sacrifice one of the three main emotions to become the Almighty. But what are they? Like what is it exactly though? The fact Shigero can touch girls, he can. Yeah, exactly. He can't touch girls. Like the fact, like that's like the biggest problem here. That, and the thing is, too, she is actually going to be opposing them because he pretty much told her his goal is to watch over his team. That's what he's doing. It's just like, oh, so you don't want to join me? That'll just be a problem. Like, I'll set up some goons over here and see what you do. Like, you know, she don't have to actually be there and fighting. She can just set some stuff up and just be a nuisance just because like she can. Like, because no one's gonna tell her otherwise. But there is this other group who are like gods and like outcasts and stuff like that can go over there too. So I am curious if that group is ever gonna like come about and fight them as well, given the goals that Ugly Mug does have. So like I said, this episode had so much meat, so much that was like put on the table, and the fight that they even had with the casino dude wasn't bad either. I mean, that man was literally losing his goddamn mind. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Like he was cracked out, bro. This guy was cracked out. He need help. But like I said, this episode this is another fantastic episode. Like this Ugly Mug stepped it up here, and I ain't expected to like step up like this. Oh yeah, look at Ugly Mug. Look at this guy. You see this dude? Zai, you see this man? He's nothing but meat. All right, he is the Arby's and stuff. One of them is lust for Shigeru. True. She probably gave emotion since her reactions are conscious. Maybe. I mean, I guess so. Because I guess you could say she's being just very fake about everything that she's kind of going off of. I guess that could be it. But I feel like is that all it takes? Is that all it takes? I feel like there got to be something more than that. Because that's not really much of a weakness, though. I feel like there's something else to it than just emotion. Like, ain't no way. Or Bond, since she lost her mind when she... Maybe. I mean, that's more substantial. Bonds would be better. Actually. Maybe you lost your... I mean, that's not bad either. I mean, why would you want to... That'd be weird, because you're going to put that in your social notes, that you're going to lose yourself. To the music, to the moment, you never let it go. You only got one shot. But I don't know, these are all very good ideas, and it's something to really start thinking about when it comes to how this whole thing's set up. And again, this just also highlights how good the writing is for the show and how good the special notes system is in this series. The special note system in the series is fantastic. The fact that you can do stuff like this, you know what I mean? Like, because like the sky's the limit of what stories you can tell solely based off the freaking special notes. Like, this show can actually last a long time. Like, it isn't like the goal they have, there isn't like a standpoint, like a time stamp for it. It can just happen at some point in time, right? Like, this show can live for a minute. So if it wants to have multiple seasons, it definitely can. It's worth doing, actually. So, Ugly Mug, you're surprising me, bro. You're surprising me. And what you put in your social notes can be interpreted a certain way. And that's also true too. Yeah, exactly. Reason they didn't be able to see others' notes. She wanted to be able to read people better. Oh, that's true. I mean, essentially, she's able to read the notes, though. But, like, I mean, that's true, though. If she does lose her sense of self, though, she can't... I don't think she can read it then, if that's the case, right? From what you're saying, Anna, would it make it to where she probably actually couldn't even see it anyways? Those have been pretty extreme so far. It almost feels like they reflect people hatred sometimes themselves. Like, exactly. Yeah, reflection of their soul. Exactly. I mean, ultimately, if you think about it, like, some people took it as like a joke. Some others actually probably were really serious about the situation when it comes to being reincarnated and putting everything out there. But these are all things that subconsciously that we want to put out there for ourselves. You know what I mean? So again, like I said, this show tells a lot. It'd be crazy if Rize couldn't see her nose at all. I don't think like the way you just explained it, Anna. If that's what's actually going on, she couldn't do it. Yeah, she'll be just even more of a problem. Also, comment that the notes are ambiguous, so she can't interpret them. Yeah, that's also true too. Because I mean, it really does depend on her abilities of when it comes to the ambiguity of things with this. So it's not always a foolproof thing, but it would still been nice to have her there to see if she could even see it. Is a thing here, right? But I don't know. I think again, this show is so good. Like you gotta watch the show. Watch Ugly Mug. It's on fire right now. All right, and the opening's great. That's why it's my top 5. So let's move on to the next goddamn show. God dang it. Which is I don't know, wait, something's missing again, but we'll just skip over that for right now. The summer Hikaru died. All right, we're gonna talk about this one now, because this was another really good episode. And see, the problem here when it comes to Hikaru, remember last episode he took that thing out of his chest, and he did say it weakened him. Yeah, it's even worse than that. Like he tells Yoshiki, "Hey, you better not lose that. If you lose, that's a bad idea. It can literally kill him. If someone else finds it, he's dead. All right, like he's done for. Like this is bad. And what's even worse about this whole situation, because he's gotten weaker, he can't handle the other freaking like monsters, the other spirits that are out there. So for some reason, because I mean, I'm not saying for some reason, we all know they're all congregating to this freaking town at this point, right? All these different freaking entities at this point now. Hikaru sitting at the diner and everything with Yoshi, and then all of a sudden he got this dude freaking head popping up from under the goddamn table. I was like, bro, what's happening? It looked like an actual scary movie. That crap was freaking creepy as heck. I was like, what is happening? And what sucks about the whole situation, because he is weaker, he can't handle it. He said it himself. He said, "Oh snaps, I can't do it." I was like, oh. So they're about to die there, but that's when that one lady that talked to Yoshi before, telling about Hikaru and staying away from him. Yeah, she came by and she just smacked that demon out of the freaking store. I guess I don't know exactly what she did, but I guess she has some power here. She's not weak, so I do wonder how her role is gonna be in all of this, especially considering that she could be able to tell what's going on with Hikaru probably a little bit, right? I feel like there should be something like that going on here, especially considering that one of the students can actually see this, right? Or one of their friends, right? So I do wonder if she's going to be able to pinpoint this. And what makes the situation even more interesting, the dude that's investigating all this in this town, Yoshi ran into him. Crap was bootleg, by the way, because, he has a hamster. And so, for some reason, Yoshi's like, oh, I want to pet the hamster. And they have, like, this freaking moment. And it's like, what the heck's happening? What is going on here? But now he's on his radar. He's now going to be looking at Yoshi. This situation's already going bad, all right? Like, I don't know if Hikaru's going to be able to survive this whole thing, all right? Especially considering that, again, he's not in the strength that he needs to be. So, I'm concerned, okay? Man. God dang it. Then, this one had me on edge, and I hated it. But I love that. I hated it exactly. I had a theory that this lady was like Hikaru and has something... Wait, really? Wait, what makes you say that though, Anna? Because I mean, not everybody has to have something in them for them to have like a spiritual connection like they do here in this series. I mean, she could have actually potentially did something similar to the guy that's investigating the area, because he anytime he has to perform like a barrier or anything of that nature, he has to give a piece of himself. So maybe she could be doing something along those lines as well. Maybe, and is like, or she has something that she is offering in some ways to be able to have the power that she has. Like, we don't really know, but I mean, you also could be right. There could be something going on with that too, where there's like something inside of her, which would be interesting, given that she has content, like you're saying. Which is why I guess why you're saying this is that she knows something's going on with Yoshiki, and if you stay around this entity for too long, it'll mess you up. But maybe that's why she's saying this out of like experience, because she felt that same problem potentially. That's why she approached Yoshiki before, and she said she'd be through Yoshiki. Yeah. So maybe it could be something very similar. But granted, we haven't seen any like markings on her, but at the same time, it's not like we haven't really seen much of her. So as we see more of her, maybe there might be a mark or something that she will have. I mean, I would love to see her comment on the mark that Yoshi has on his arm right now. Next week's episode is going to be very interesting, seeing that she's back right now in this episode. So I'm curious of like what's about to happen. So yeah, this is another really good episode. Like, The Summer Hikaru Died is a banger anime. Like, this anime is freaking fantastic. I'm so glad I'm watching this, because I wasn't sure at first about it, but it looked interesting enough. But this show's really freaking good. Girls, yaoi character, natural enemy. Exactly. Exactly. We're gonna buff for all we know. Anna. I think it was from her husband, from what I can remember. And maybe. So we'll see. We'll see. But I mean, this show's good. And again, it's another banger show you need to watch. All right, let's continue though. Let's continue on to other shows here. We have Solo Camping. We can just kind of like ease wagons. Like explain this, because there's only like one major thing that actually happens in this episode. Because more or less, it's the same type of setup. Oh, you're teaching the girl how to do some camping things. Woo! But one thing that actually happened in this episode is actual progress with their relationship. This dude actually asked her if she wanted to go camping with him. They're gonna do a overnight stay type of situation. They're gonna be there for a couple of nights. And he asked the girl, "Hey, you want to go camping with me?" I was like, "Hey, buddy." Hey, but he didn't even mean it to be like a weird thing, but like that could come off so differently. Just you two by yourselves camping for multiple days. I know you just count about camping, but look, we saw in the flashback you do like the clap cheeks. You do like the clap cheeks, all right? You like that. So like, I don't know, man. you might start seeing her as a woman, all right? And the thing is, she likes you, so I don't think she's gonna be like, no, don't touch me, nah. I think she wants that too. It's like, what are we doing here? But there is still that other side here, because his ex is back in town, and the ex was asking about the man, and the friend was like, he likes seeing somebody. But the thing is, she could be messy, because she was sitting there like, still thinking about the guy. She's still thinking like, so he's like seeing somebody. She's saying she's all like nonchalant and cool about it, but see, that's the thing. They always act like that. They always act all cool and, oh, I don't care. I'm so glad for him. But on the inside, it's eating her up. It's eating her up. She said, I wanted to get clapped one more time before I go back to freaking work, baby. I'm calm down. We'll calm down. This is just Solo Camping for 2. It's solely just about camping, guys. There's nothing else going on, actually. It's very wholesome show. Very wholesome show. I make it sound way worse than it actually is. Show's getting better, but still not a memorable anime. No, like seriously, it's okay. I like it for the simplicity of it, and it's also information. But it's not like it's gonna. It's a decent show. It's like, that's all I can really say about this. But Solo Camping for 2. Yeah. It does give great info about camping. It really does. Like, if you want to go camping, just watch this show real quick. Oh boy. All right. Okay. See, I don't even want to say it like that, but like at the same time, because this week actually had really good episodes. The more I'm thinking about it, this week has some really good episodes. This show. Go Sam, I was gonna tell you right now, because you told me yesterday about this, and you said this is like. That twist, bro, that twist freaking took me out. I said, wait. She said, oh, I finally got inside the body. I was like, what you mean? You got inside the body. Tsukumi-san was a villain this whole time. And she was actually like, bro, he was blinded by the beauty and didn't realize that she was evil, bro. Like, I can't. That twist was so good. It was so good. I didn't even think about it. Like, the way the show was getting set up, like, you would think Tsukumi-san was just, was just a nice girl trying to, like, break. Because, I mean, they made this dude look like he's such an evil guy, right? But it's like, once they fought Mono, they sat back and actually just talked to each other. Like, that's the thing about all this stuff. If they just actually had a conversation, a lot of this could probably have been freaking avoided. Okay, and what's crazy about it, she likes having all the 100 worlds like fighting in this and that. Like, she likes having all different personalities or of herself out in the freaking universe. She loves it. She's like, oh, she gets a thrill out of this. And what the main thing is, what she was trying to actually do, it wasn't just self-serving. She also has a master. She has a master. And apparently, this dude, as he was making all these freaking worlds collide and fight against each other and make only one world, right? He was gonna get close to actually meeting that boss of hers. And so she's like, I gotta stop that. That can't happen. I'm gonna use this dude because he's a freaking simp. I said it. And so she's like, I got something for you. I got something for you. Let me destroy these towers. Let me take over this man's body because those powers are now gone. It's my body now. It's my body now. I was like, I can't. I can't. I just can't believe it. This is a fantastic 10 out of 10 episode. Okay, this show is. This is literally the best. This might be the best show this season at this point. Like, I mean, Togepi's there. Don't get me wrong, but this show might literally be the best. This could be in contentions of anime of the year. If it keeps doing this, this could be anime of the year category. That's how good this show is. I'm not freaking joking. Okay, like this is. I just can't believe how good this show is. It threw me for a loop. I didn't know this was gonna happen. All right. Like, so anime kids solo camping. Yep, it's a solo camping. It's the biggest switch of the season, exactly. So it felt like Roka Brave was six flowers. What the heck's going on? Conversations are boring. Oh wow. Yeah, it is kind of not the best here. Best episode of the entire anime. Reminded me of Seven Brave Heroes Twist. Actually, I haven't seen that, but I mean, I'm gonna take it, and I'm like, you're right. All right. But again, y'all didn't watch this. This is Rebirth Verse is fantastic. I love the show. And again, I thank you again, Ghost Tab. I wouldn't have watched this show if you didn't recommend this to me. Because I watched a couple episodes of it. I was like, it's okay. I mean, I'm glad I gave it a chance and stuck with it. Because this show is freaking great. Like, man. Okay, there's an anime about finding the fake heroes of the group and heroes you talk. Oh, okay. Some weeks ago. Yeah, okay. I didn't realize. But let's continue onwards. We got Betrothed by My Sister's Ex. We got this. Another nice little wholesome thing here. Just they confessed. they confessed, man. Let me bring this fan over here because I'm not getting no fan stuff here. But like, they confessed. It was beautiful. Like, she really fallen in love with this guy. She really fallen in love with this guy, and she's like, I think I love you. Like, she got sick and everything. So when you get sick, you tend to reveal more of your emotions and all that kind of stuff. They always say that. Like, most romance animes tend to do this, and yeah, it kind of did that same kind of trope. But like, at the same time, it was so nice to see. This man, he didn't even know what to do. Once the confession happened, because he's still sick, she's like, I need to go get something for you. So he went out. He went outside, closed the door, and there's some steps down there, right? He tries to go down. He was so excited. He goes down the stairs. He's drinking Crips immediately, and she hears this man falling down the stairs. It was cute. All right, like it's just so freaking cute. I freaking love this relationship. God dang it! And they freaking kiss. Yes, they freaking kissed. All right, the confession, the kiss. I was like, it's just beautiful. Love is in the air. God dang it. That My Sister X episode, she got a fever from all that QT energy. Exactly. All right, like it's just perfect. But the end of this episode, what makes it interesting is that they found the dude that was right. That was the dude that like had the carriage and everything. They got the dude here, and he knows the full story of what happened to her sister. Granted, her sister is technically still around. Like, she keeps seeing her sister in the corner of her eye. Because at least she thinks that's her sister anyways. We haven't seen her face yet, but I'm pretty sure that's her sister. And so he's probably going to reveal like, oh no, she's still alive. She faked her death so she can live amongst the commoner or something, something along those lines. And then she's going to probably reveal like, I think I've seen my sister. And then they're probably going to maybe potentially look for him. I don't know. It depends. This is where it gets kind of interesting. Because within this episode, she was doubting herself when it comes to being in this relationship with him. Simply because she is, in a way, a replacement for her sister. If you really think about it, right? Like, is it wrong for her to have these feelings for this man when she was supposed to be just back at home and her sister's supposed to be with this guy? Like, that's still a thing. And I do believe that it's still going to be something that's going to highlight in the back of her mind, or even forefront at this point. And she might even say something about that. But I mean, obviously, like, again, he loves her. Like, that was like love at first sight. They what are we talking about here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna care about that is the thing here. But it will cause issues if they do find out she's alive. Do they report that back to the parents? Would that be the right thing to do? You know what I mean? Like, really, if you really think about these things, like, do we do this? Because like her identity could go out there at any point in time, and somebody else could reveal it, and then therefore it'll cause issues with this relationship in this marriage, unless they wait until they finally get married, maybe. But even then, it's like, do you really want to do this? So it's like these are questions you got to ask yourself here, right? So Marie and her sister were both abused, but different. Yeah, true. Yeah, we also saw that too, which is good to see. Well, not good to see, but like it's good information to know what was going on in their lives. And I was kind of curious of how her sister treated Marie in the first place, because I wasn't sure how the relationship was, but now I understand why there's a disconnect there. It makes sense. The route they took on Sister Plot, it's not just hiding her identity, but there's a whole backstory involved. Yeah, exactly. I think now Marie would believe the court, the count that he meant to pick her. Exactly. That's also true too. Actually, Marie should take her little brother. He is a lot of. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think she can just do that. I mean, you have the right heart for it, right? Like, but I don't know if she can do that. That's how they explain why the parents hated Marie. They were hateful on how the grandma. Yeah, exactly. And it's like that's why she's so smart in the first place, because the grandma was actually doing something with her. It's like, okay, like at least there's something. Because I was wondering like how she got so smart in the first place. So like I said, there's a lot of good information with this episode outside of just the love situation. Like there's a lot to this episode. Like this episode's good. God dang it. No, she wasn't the best either. No, like there's a different type of abuse, technically speaking. But at least in a way, she's more around than what the other parent, like instead of her parents, what they were doing. Like, you know what I mean? You can't. Beggars can't be choosers, unfortunately. It sucks though. That's why she deserves the situation that she's in right now. All right, she deserves happiness, and I hope that'll be the case here. She was like, my grandchildren will be smart. Exactly. I also like how the girl wasn't kind to her either. She was probably against time. That's why. Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, it explains all this, and that's definitely what it is. So, again, this show stepped it up. I think every show step up this season? Like, well, not every show, I'm lying to you. There's one in here, actually, I will talk about in a second, that has been degrading in quality as the show goes on. So, but this is good. All right, this is good. Oh, yeah, I mean, look, she old, man. What are you talking about, Go Sam? Which was, yeah, exactly. So, let's go to Kaiju number 8. There's really not much to talk about with this one. More of like a training situation for the most part here, right? And this is a really massive setup episode. You're setting things up for the future, given that we're gonna have number 10 as a weapon. That's the first thing here, which is kind of cool. But at the same time, I don't know if they can handle this situation. But because it seems like what's gonna happen here is that he's not gonna be just a weapon. He's gonna be like freaking like he's still gonna be conscious. He's gonna be an entity that's like working with his partner, basically. Like he's not dead. Like what's interesting about these, like a lot of these weapons that are here, their spirit is still within it. So when you actually like connect to it, you still get to talk to him, but in your mind. This one, I think everybody's gonna be able to talk to it. Everybody. Like it's just gonna be a thing because he wants to become a weapon. He loved the thrill of the fight. We also find out too that number 9 can make freaking kaijus. Number 10 was made by number 9. It's just like I said again, I was asking the question, how are they gonna actually like fight against these kaijus? Now that the fact that he can make kaijus of this strength, like number 10, that's disgusting. Because everybody's gotta be at a certain level, basically. Otherwise, they're gonna die. Because like, you can't. What is this? And you think if you saw like the eggs and like the incubation, like we saw it. There's a lot of them. There's a lot. Like this is why I said the age of kaiju is upon us, bro. This man's about to man. It's bad. Like he's kaiju mama 9. You stupid sucker. Or just hasn't taken on. Yeah, they haven't. They really haven't, honestly. No, Storm Pocket hasn't improved either. It's like on a baseline now. Ghost have. I wouldn't say it's improved or went down in quality. Unfortunately, it's just there. Okay, we're almost done with it, bro. We're almost done with it. So I look forward to seeing number 10 as a weapon. But not only that, what was it? Which number was it? it was 6, right? Yeah, number 6. That weapon is now going to actually be used here by Reno. Reno is going to try to actually utilize this. Now, at first, he got rejected by it, but he wants to still try again. And yeah, the dude higher ups are like, hey, man, I'm warning you. I don't think you should do this. But Reno's like, I want to be able to help my boy, all right? I need to help Kafka out. And the only way to do that is to do the extreme. So Reno might be that guy. He might be right there fighting alongside Kafka here at this point. It's going to be nice to see. I look forward to it. I know he's going to get it, right? So I look forward to seeing this whole situation happen. Granted, I do wonder how this is all going to go, because it's a whole bodysuit. It's not just arms, right? Like their captain was, right? He only had like arms of the kaiju. No, this is a whole bodysuit apparently, and that's what makes it so powerful. So I'm kind of curious, like, what if he just like loses freaking like mind or something? Like I do wonder how far that's gonna go and how strong he can actually like wield this through, because if Reno's trying, he has some compatibility with it, but it's hard. So I am curious about this. Hey, he's the king of kaijus. Think they need to give him a hand and work his way up? Maybe, I don't know. With arms are too much. That's what I'm saying. It's just his arms, right? Like they said, there's a whole suit. The fact he can't use the arms is concerning, because he needs the whole suit. So I do wonder how that's gonna go, and I do wonder like what kind of conversations that Reno might even have with number 6, because again, it's still conscious in that sense that it's inside his mind to talk to it. So I do wonder how that's gonna go, because maybe there could be some kind of agreement potentially to use his power. It can be like a Nine-Tail situation. I mean, this is shonen, mind you. All right, look, don't rip your finger. He is gonna succeed because of his bro. I'm gonna win because we bros. I mean, hey, bros over hoes, man. I'm just stopping. This is YouTube. It's YouTube. I'm not saying. You didn't hear that. All right, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. Look, this is a good episode though. Nice setup episode. It sets up the future of what kind of like trouble that they're gonna be getting themselves into. But this is good stuff. All right. Look. No, don't question it, Anna. Don't question it. Let's move on though. Wholesale Inhumans. Yeah, this is one of those shows that are just spiders. This is one of those shows that it's dropping out in quality. Like I'm watching it because I'm already here. I think the show's only like 12 episodes, right? I think. Someone look that up for me real quick, because I'm pretty sure it's only like 12 episodes, right? So like it's not like a long show. It's not freaking Mugen Summer Pockets bullcrap. So like we can finish this, but like I'm not gonna lie, it's falling from grace. Like these episodes are just not hitting like they need to. I'll tell you, humans, Hunter X Hunter Spiders, rolling the grades exactly. We talking about gardening hose. Yeah, exactly. Go Sab. Yep, just that gardening hose, exactly. But no, like I don't even want to talk about this much about this episode, because it just really, it sucks too. It's like I'm telling you, like this show started off so good. It started off so good. And then it's just like, it just keeps going down and down in quality. And it's like, why? And I don't care about the recruitment. This whole recruitment thing was kind of weird. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling this show anymore. I'm just not. Okay, it is 12 episodes. Thank God. All right, that's how I figured. Is that, I think it's like episode 7, I think it's like 7, 8. It's getting close to the end. Like this season in general is getting close to the end at this point. So yeah, I think we're at 7, I believe. So yeah, we're getting close to the end with this. So we're almost done. It's just, I don't know. It's just a shame where the show is kind of leading at this point, and it's not, because like, oh, these characters are not interesting. Like you would think they become more interesting over time, but they're not really doing much with their characters like that. I'm not that interested in them like I should be, is the thing. So considering that, I feel like maybe they could have took more time. Maybe even like the order could have been a little bit different in the sense of like establishing what all the hotels have when it comes to their staff members and all that. You know what I mean? So then we can actually do more development on those characters as we go on with the show, as opposed to giving us to them now in episode 7. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what we're doing here. Chat says we're 8. Okay, yeah, 8 episodes. Okay, we're right. I thought it's like 7 or 8. I wasn't exactly sure. I know we're getting close to the end here, but okay, 8 episodes. But the fact that we're 8 episodes in and we're like getting other staff members, it's like, I wish they kind of took their time to do that beforehand to then get more development for their characters after the fact. But we're not doing that. We needed to fight other hotels, like hotel itself. He's like, what? He's like, we're the only hotel that can do this. Like, what? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, man. That's bootleg as heck. But I don't know. I'm not sure what they can honestly do. I think, like I said before, there's a revolving door with the type of storytelling that they're doing. And the law of diminishing returns is definitely a thing that goes on with this series here. As we continue watching this, we're getting the same situation when it comes to the Hitman type of situation. You know what I mean? There's only so many Hitman style stories you can tell that are going to be compelling, especially on an episodic basis, right? There's only so many you can do. And unfortunately, like I said, with them doing this particular episode, it's trying to highlight, like, or holds more into, like, the actual characterization of the characters, which they don't got a lot. There's not really much to really care for in that sense, right? I don't really care that much about the cast like that. So this is what I mean. It's like, it falters in the sense of, like, you actually giving a crap about what's going on with these characters. So, yeah. Let's see on what character growth for Sarah and Ikaro. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And, like, there's literally none of that. Like, they need that for them and just for the rest of the staff. That's why I say they should have reorganized some of these episodes here so that these episodes can even hit harder, because their personalities can really show throughout all of this a little bit more, right? But we don't really know that much about them, unfortunately. Yeah, backstory of Sarah, why she... Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, the Ring arc was I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's like, I felt like they were hoping that was going to be another, like, tearjerker, like, it's going to pull on the emotion, but it really kind of didn't. And, I mean, I don't even know what they could do to fix it outside of maybe, like I said, if they were to restructure the episodes here. Because I remember Ghost kept saying that. Maybe they probably need to restructure the episodes in some way. That way, if we had more like an episode where we had Ikaru's like backstory fully and Sarah's backstory fully, maybe that would could have tied in a little bit more within Ringo's arc, so that Ringo's arc could feel a little bit better in that sense, right? Like there's things they could do to supplement the things that are wrong with the show, but they don't really do that, and like the structure of it's not the best. You know, like people that portray their family now back to Hitman to lead people, right? I mean, truth be told, yeah, his reasoning made no sense, because, like, you can't have that kind of humanity if you're doing this type of job. Like, it's surprising that you're working here. Like, it's funny, too, because remember the first couple episodes? I think it was episode 2. It was episode 2, if I remember correctly. He was sitting there, Ikaru was like, oh, man, I don't want to work here no more. Can you leave? Can you leave? Because I don't think you can. You're going to get shot, sir. So I don't, like, why are you talking like you can just like a regular job? You know what I mean? Which is why, yeah, exactly. No, he's more like accepting the job, right? But nah, you can't even leave anyways. Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, how bad is the situation? And you saw Sarah is okay to kill this sucker. Sarah don't care. Freaking Lord. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, there could be more into that. That would be a more interesting storyline to do, more overarching storyline to do, and then we can have these little tidbits of like episodic episodes, but we still have an overarching. You know, that's what it is. Hold up, I just realized that. Hold on, there's no overarching plot. It's just a hotel. Hold on a second. Like that. Like, see, the problem is like Apollo's Hotel, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, okay. Apocalypse Hotel is that's a good example, because it doesn't have an overarching plot. It was just kind of episodic and kind of doing its thing. And at the end of the day, their main goal was to try to bring back humanity. That's the overarching plot. That's what it is. They're trying to bring back humanity. Then they wait for them. But until then, they still got to run the hotel. So that's like their whole stick, basically. With this is just like a Hitman situation. But like that's so what it did is character moments. They're freaking robots. And they got more character than what Hotel and Human has. If you really think about it, actually, freaking, we saw the main character have a whole episode taking a break, not working for a day, and we got to just see it. It was just character by itself. Like, the fact that we can do that shows you how much we know about this character. I don't think Hotel and Humans can really do that. So yeah, and it has no end goal. Yeah, because like that's what I'm saying. Like their plot, there isn't anything there. So I think that's what the problem is with this show. which is why it feels so like disconnected in that sense. Because hotel, the goal is to provide the best service to their client, but they had other stuff going on with the Pocket Hotel. Exactly. But like I said, there's still overarching theme that's kind of there that's a little bit stronger than what this is, and it's not holding on to that type of theme that they got going on here. And like I said again, there's characterization. The fact that I actually know things about the stupid freaking service door sucker, like I open the door, like I freaking hate that robot. But we got information about him even. Like, I don't know why we're not getting, like, you know what I mean? Like, we know some of the staff there. It's like, what is this? Like, this show doesn't do this. This hotel expanded on the purpose of bettering the hotel, like, getting exactly. And they don't really do that. Like, there's so much they could do, but they're not doing it. The has his own charm. I can't. I don't like that sucker. I don't like him. Well, Hotel Inhumans is like, it's just the weakest one so far. This could be on the chopping block for all we know when it comes to like talking about it on the weekly basis. Because like I have a lot of shows I'm already watching and talking about. We don't always have to talk about this but at the same time we're almost done, so I might as well just see it through. I feel like, but it's faltering so much. It's faltering so much. But let's continue. I think we're done, right? No, we have Gachiakuta. Okay, so I feel like I think we should be close to done here. Go to stop. Gachiakuta, banger episode. This is probably the best episode this week for Gachiakuta, or for the show, I should say, because fight scene was freaking on point. Jobber, that guy, he is something else. Like he reminded me like Shigaraki a little bit though. I'm not gonna lie. You know, Shigaraki's that kind of guy where you beat him up and he keeps going. You can literally almost shoot. No, you can literally shoot the sucker. He'll still get back up. That's Jobber. Jobber, he's like, I will take all damage. I will eat it. Give it to me. Like he's going. And it's like, bro, like come on now. This guy is like, he's so strong in the sense that I don't know how you're supposed to beat this dude. Because he won't go down. He legit won't go down. It's crazy with how all the damage that this man took through this episode. He's like, yeah, I'm good. And he's out here walking away at the end. He's like, yeah, I'll see you later, buddy. Skiddaroo. And he freaking just leaves with a freaking teleportation girl. Well, with her freaking potholes and stuff. Because apparently she has a teleportation ability, which is interesting. So there's another organization that is here. And that's what John was working for and everything as well. And yeah, so seeing how strong he is, I'm curious what other characters are in this show and how strong they are, right? Because Jobber was not a joke. He was not a freaking joke, okay? Man, but I want to say this real quick when it comes to this particular show, because I haven't really talked about dubs here yet, which I should do in the next coming couple of weeks, but I do want to just highlight just how good Jobber's voice actor is. That voice acting was superb. It was... like, his acting is so freaking natural and so good in English dub. It's impressive. I don't always say, oh, you should at least watch the English dub for this guy. This is one of those ones, like, for me, to give you, like how I view things here, right? Like, I'll watch Helsing dubbed. The dub itself is okay, but the highlight that is in that dub is Crispin Freeman as Alucard. His Alucard is fantastic. I love him as Alucard. I watched the dub solely because of him, because the rest of the people are okay. They're not hitting me with anything really. But like that Alucard, muy caliente. And this is what Jobber is for me in this show, because his voice acting is that good. He's a 10 out of 10 in the amongst of like everybody else that's here. Not to say that the dub itself is like bad or anything, because everybody else is actually doing a pretty respectable job. Like there is some outliers in the dub that are really just showing out when it comes to their voice acting, and it's very, very good. And like what I like the most about this dub out of all this is the fact that everything at the end of the day, they all sound natural. They don't have like a forced sounding voice. They're not putting on just an act. Like a good example is freaking Donadon. Donadon's about to have that guy up here, and we already know what Bryce Papenbrook sounds like. So you can tell he's trying to like change his voice for this character, so it sounds a little forced. It's not a natural tone voice. You know what I mean? So you know he's putting on a voice for this character. Whereas these characters here, they're all sounding very natural, and that's what makes this dub better than a lot of other dubs that we see amongst the dub scene here. Like this dub is a cut above the rest, if I'm being honest with you. So. Yeah. Double Helsing improves the show. Oh, really? Oh, wow, I'm surprised you say that is almost a hot take even. Because people would not say that. Zeno Robinson is the guy's name. Zeno. That's like a goated. He is goated, all right? Gachiakuta, but not amazing. Yeah, no, Gachiakuta is a good show. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's amazing, but it is getting better as the show keeps going on. The show is getting better as we continue watching it. Like I think it only can keep going up from here, cause like I mess with Rudo. Rudo's not a bad guy, and he's getting better as a character. So like I think I'm gonna really start enjoying the show as the show goes on. Honestly, Anna, I mean, this show could easily be on Tsunami. You have a good point there. I'm surprised it's not. This would be one of the shows that should be simulcasted on there. Like, it should be. This show works with that. Basically, Taki, but good, and I like it. So, our President Gachiakuta story is not all the way there for me. But again, I'm saying, like, it's getting better, though. It is getting there. Just give it some more time, and I think it's really going to start putting it all together here, because it's still setting all its chess pieces together. That's what the show's doing right now. It's still setting up all the chess pieces, especially considering, if you think about it, there's a lot of characters that they're trying to introduce you to, but they're trying to do it in a more organic way. They're not just, hi, I'm this character, hi, I'm this character, and then you never see them again or something, right? Like, they are trying to highlight and put all the characters, like, here, so you understand them, you know what I mean? So, they're doing good with this. It was. Speaking of, fragrant flowers! You thought I wasn't gonna do it? You thought I was gonna ignore that one? Come on! What are you talking about? Fragrant Flowers is freaking awesome, man. This show is good. This show is just, it's wholesome. All right, it's wholesome. It's look, the warm and fuzzy in my tum-tums feeling. Okay, that's what you look for when you watch a show, and it just keeps doing it. It just keeps doing it. They're too freaking cute. Their relationship is adorable, man. They had they actually went on a date. They went on a whole freaking date. This man, he at first he didn't realize, but that's what it was. He's like, he's like, oh, you back, and she's like, all right, I like to go out somewhere with you. It's like, oh, she's stepping it up, like she's not shy. I love the fact that she is not shy, because like I don't know if Smoogie would actually step it up and actually like make those moves. It's not like he isn't. He's not like he wouldn't say something, but he's not the one that's moving this relationship up. It's her. She's the one doing this. Like, she really likes this guy, okay? And he all sitting there like, man, I wonder if she's having a good time or not. Bruh, do you not see her face? She's been smiling and goofy looking at you the entire time. Even when you freaking had to go freaking find his lost child parents, like, that whole moment was freaking great, okay? Like, that child right there was trying to freaking be in the wingman. She's like, hey, y'all look good together, right? Y'all in a relationship. I don't know what y'all talking about, right? Just go ahead and kiss. This show's good. I like this show. I like it a lot. Like I said, I look forward to watching this every week, because I know it's gonna, fill my heart with goodness. All right. If I'm feeling like I'm in a bad mood, I know Fragrant Flowers has my back. Okay. There ain't nothing new. Exactly. Oh, and a romantic show is not about the drama, but about the people opening. Exactly. I love that type of stuff, man. I eat that up for breakfast, bro. God, I eat that up for breakfast. God, current manga arc is going sicko mode too. I love this. I love the sound of that. I love the sound of that. Thank you for telling me that. That tells me that this show is going to be good even as we continue onwards with this. All right. It reminds me a lot of my Love Story, Monogatari. See, I haven't seen that one. I had to think about something like, have I seen that? No, it's different. It's Orgari or something like that I was watching. And so I was finally realizing her love. Yeah, exactly. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, Anna. It's beautiful, isn't it? I freaking love the show. God dang it. Yeah. I can only say so many good things about freaking Flowers. Okay, relationships is always peak for me. Okay. Yeah, Netflix is dropping the ball. Ori Morigasari, thank you. That's the show I watched before, I think. That's what it was. Like, the guy was like a big, do I dare call him a gorilla? Because that's what they called him in the show. But that romance. I've seen that show. But yeah, Netflix dropped the ball on this. I don't know why they're waiting until the show's done to give it to you on freaking Netflix. Like, sucker, stop being stupid. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I hate when they do this crap, because this is what happened to freaking well, it's not the same way how they're releasing it, but it still hurts what the show could be, right? And that's JoJo. JoJo had a really sporadic freaking release time, and it literally killed JoJo Part 6 because of it. And that's the one more. Yeah. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah. Ori Monogatari. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, yep. Yeah. I watched that one. That was cute. All right. Now that guy looks like a menace, and you should be scared of him. This guy right here? This dude right there? Why are you scared of that guy? I don't get it. I don't get it. And that's it right there. We are done talking about all these goddamn animes with all these goddamn shows because goddamn, that was some good stuff though. This week was really good with anime. And now we're at the last segment, and I gotta get out of here because I know Anna needs to be streaming. So I'm way past my time right now. So the best episode this week for anime. It was no contest. I'm sorry. As good as this week was, there was no contest. Y'all already know what it was. Y'all already know what it is. I'm sorry, guys. All right, I kind of spoiled it. All right, Rebirth Verse, bro. That freaking episode was literally a 10 out of 10. It was so freaking good. It was beyond better than anything I've seen before. All right, this show is in contention. If it can continue this type of like storytelling and just keep the plot just giving you twists and turns like this, easily could be one of the best animes this year. Not just of this season, but of this year. That's how good this show is becoming right now. I didn't know it was going to be like this. I was unfamiliar with its game, but I'm here now. I understand now, and I'm in it. So Rebirth Verse is fantastic. You need to watch this show, god dang it. The anime showed up, captivated by you. Gotta check it out after this. I need to see what's going on then. So there we go. My anime of the week has to be, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Reverse was the best episode. Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. Like I knew you were telling me this, but I had to see to believe. Okay, Go Sab. I had to see to believe because that show is just wow. Ooga booga, welcome in. Show about twist endings. Gonna get the best twist ending so far. Exactly. But that's how you do it. I mean, again, it reminds me of Ray Zero. When Ray Zero was at its peak in season 1 and 2, that's what that show was giving us. It was giving us twists and turns like this, and it was just like hitting us on all freaking fronts and hitting your emotions in ways that you didn't know your emotions get hit. Like that's what I'm talking about. Rebirth Verse is doing exactly that. I wouldn't say better yet. I don't want to say that. Let me not get crazy, but we'll see because this show's good. I'll talk, but are we on for the? We should be. Unless something happens, Dove, I should be able to do it. I didn't expect it was gonna be. I didn't expect it was gonna be this good either, man. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be okay, and it was gonna be another show, but this show it stepped it up into a level that I didn't know it was gonna go to. All right, like Rizzo also gives exactly. I'll give it that. I'll give the Steins Gate vibe. I'll give it that, but it's better than Steins Gate. I said it. Yeah. I think you saw. Yeah. Well, send it to me in my DMs on Discord because I gotta get out of here. All right. That's so reverse, and it was all right for the beginning. You just gotta keep watching, Doves. Keep watching. It gets so much better. It's like night and day. Like those first couple episodes, they're okay. But I think it was like episode 4 or 5. Like that's when things start to get like heavy or get interesting, I should say. So just keep watching. It gets better. But all right, let me get out of here. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys watching, coming into the stream for us talking about all things anime, talking about the top 5 anime openings this week. Next week, we're going to be talking about anime endings. So make sure you guys have your lists ready and we can start discussing what our list is together and see if we have the same list, something differs. I'm kind of curious what y'all think best endings are for this season. So, have that set up. Also, if you can you like the stream? If you like the stream, it will help the algorithm out greatly to be able to find more people that love anime, that love Rebirth Verse, that love these shows, that can come in here and have conversations with us, all right? If you do that, I do appreciate that. And if you are new in the stream, if you're just popping in and you wonder what's going on here, check back out the VOD, see what's going on, and subscribe to the channel, bro. Subscribe to the channel. We talk anime, baby. We talk all things anime. That's my slogan. We talk all things anime. This is real. Did that include episode exclusive endings? Sure. Why not? Sure. Like and subscribe, exactly. Or they depend on where you are. Exactly. All right. You want to live stream? Yeah. It'd be like that, ooga booga. But I gotta get out of here. But drink goddamn water. Take your goddamn vitamins, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, people. Break out the wall. Exactly. Your girl did subscribe.